Okay guys, so today I'm going to be doing real Tony Moly dual stamp eyeliner versus fake unbranded Chinese dual stamp eyeliner. Now, the Tony Moly, Tony Moly, however you want to pronounce it, currently comes in between £10 to £15 if you want to ship it over to the UK. And this one costs 99p with free shipping. It's quite a saving. I mean, I'm sold on the dream that it does have a dinosaur, so that's going to be fun. Now, the idea is each eyeliner should have a eyelining side and a stamping side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test the real ones against the fake ones and see if they both come out the same or completely different epic fail. Now, the rip-offs, I suppose, are allowed because they have absolutely no reference to the real product at all with the packaging. They just came like this, kind of like a cheap felt tip pen, just saying. Okay guys, so what I'm thinking is on my right arm, for being real, I am going to do a swatch of the actual eyeliner and a stamp so you guys can see on my skin how it looks before I put it onto my eyes, because I am obviously wearing eye makeup, and I'm going to do the same on my left. So here goes nothing. Okay guys, so starting with the real one, let's remove the top, and we have got a pretty chunky eyeliner. So let's do a line and we can see how neat that's going to come out. Now I'm guessing the best way for me to do it is like this. And that is quite a liquidy line. Does fade a bit though, as you can see. My only worries with this is because the pen is so thick, how are you going to do anything kind of... Oh, okay, it's not too bad. Okay guys, so here is the arm swatch of the real one. As you can see, it starts off really pigmented and then does start to fade out, but in all fairness, no one's eyes are actually that big, just pointing that one out. As you can see, I have managed to get some smaller and more intricate lines from it. The pen itself is very moist. It didn't take any kind of blotting or shaking or anything, and it has been sat in my wardrobe for about 2 months. So the pen side of things appears to be very good. I really am interested to see how it goes over eyeshadow though, because I've noticed some eyeliners, they do tend to go a bit transparent. So we'll think about that. Put my lid back on. Okay, and now let's open the top of the fake one, which is the stamper, understandably, so they can't be copying them too much. So let's undo the pen side, and this is what I am greeted with. I'm going to get my baby wipe back. Now, I'm not going to baby wipe the tip because I want this to be a fair fight. Oops. Where were we? Okay, so, you know, in all fairness, okay, it could have just been from where it was sat in my wardrobe for 3 months. So I don't blame them for this. I am fair. Right. Okay, so now we have cleaned the top. As you can see, it is a much smaller tip. There is a size difference, especially kind of like at the base. Long line. Oh, it's quite inky. And small lines. This is difficult. Oh, okay, this is a lot easier to do small lines with. And I am doing it on a different angle, and I am using my more dominant hand to do that one, so I don't really know if that's fair. We'll see on the eyeliner more if it is. But the colour fade or pigmentation, it's about the same. Oh, look, I can do this. Yeah, it is about the same. Okay, so far, the only real difference I can find is actually the thickness of the liner itself. So now let's test removal. So, Tony Moly being the real one, baby wipe. Hold. It's easier to get off than the 24-hour one, but it does hold. But let me just show you the freakiness of the baby wipe. It's kind of all collected within the fibres, so this is weird. Can you see that? That's the eyeliner. Odd. Now, let's use the reverse side because we like trees and get rid of the fake stuff. A lot more force needed, and with my dominant hand. This is weird. my baby wipe does not look like it has just removed eyeliner. That is weird. And kind of scary. Okay guys, so now that we have done the strip test, let's test the stampers. So, removing my real Tony Moly lid. And the stamper is of good size. I don't know if you can kind of see, but it is a star, obviously. And let's stamp. And we'll do a couple at different pressures. Oh my god, they're freaking adorable. That's awesome. You do have to kind of practice, I'm guessing, though, to kind of get the ink to work evenly. Because as I'm doing it, you'll see they're of different colour intensities. Let's say pigmentations. Ta-da! And that is how the Tony Moly stamper comes out. It's amazing. Okay, now it's time to try my cheap alternative. So taking the lid off. It's not as messy. Let's give this one a go. These are easier to do and the pigmentation seems better. No, let's forgetful. Yeah. This is going to be a tough one, guys. Let me show you. Remember, this is real. I feel like the only difference is the size. And the fake ones are easier to get a more pigmented one straight away. I'm going to start to freak myself out about whether or not I'm saying pigmented right? Pigmented? Okay, so now that I've realised that the real one comes off and the fake one doesn't, now we get to apply it to my face. I am so glad I'm wearing about 10 ton of makeup right now, and I'm hoping it's going to act like a shield so that I will be able to get this look off my face, because I can't spend my life with makeup that random, said the girl with the Indian earrings. Okay guys, so first things first, let's try doing my eyeliner with the real Tony Moly eyeliner. Okay, so that dried ridiculously quick and went on really easy. As you can see, the black is remaining quite, well, exactly as pigmented as it was when I first applied it onto my eye. So I really cannot complain with the liquid side of this eyeliner. So I would give that as a general eyeliner because it has got a really nice felt tip top. Like, in line with like what I buy at the moment, which is a Rimmel one. Okay, that one's cheaper and it's only a £5, but it doesn't have a stamp. It did dry really quickly, in line with the Bourjois pen-like one that I've got, which I think probably costs about the same. So, but you don't get a stamp with the Bourjois one. These are the 21st century problems we have to deal with now. Do we buy a Bourjois felt eyeliner that doesn't have a stamp, or do we buy a really random Korean brand called Tony Moly, where you get a star stamp as well? I know which way I'm going. Let me just zoom in so I can show you how that's sitting over my eye makeup. As you can see, it is sitting really well and it is not transferring anymore. And that was just the one application that we did. So I'm quite happy about that. Okay guys, and now it's time to get scared because we're going to be using the rip-off one and it's leaked again. And just remember how hard that was to get off my arm. So I'm just going to baby wipe this and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to cat eye my eye. Okay guys, and that is what we got from that one. My only issue with it is the fact that the pen itself is really small. So you had to kind of really battle your lashes to kind of get through it. And I haven't done it evenly at all. So let me just even this out a little bit. Okay, so you might have noticed as well, I've left this a little bit longer to dry. I think it's because I have less faith in it. But okay, it is actually dry. So let me zoom in so you can see how it's reacted to my eyeshadow. Okay, so this is the fake eye. Okay guys, so that was the fake eye, and surprisingly it has given me exactly the same results as the Tony Moly one. It did dry I didn't think it was going to dry so quickly, but it did. Okay, so what we have established is both eyeliners have given the same result once on. So let's now try the stamps. Okay, so I'm not going to zoom right in while I put the stamps on because I want to kind of be able to see how it's looking, because I'm going to try and make a look here. It's not going to work, but I may go to the shop with it on. Who knows? So I'm going to gently stamp here. And that's one. And I'm going to go here and here. Okay, so I've done 3 star stamps, which should be super easy to replicate on the other side. I'm going to zoom in and show you. Okay, so I think this goes back to practice, because as you can see, they're not fully pigmented on all of them, but still adorable, and they are actually defined. So that is the Tony Moly stamp. So let's give the fake one a turn, and I'm going to replicate the same look, hopefully, on the other side. And I'm going to try and do what I did on this side, which isn't going too hard so I don't actually get a line around the star. So let's try that one. I'm going to do the same principle. I'm not going to zoom in while I put them on. So that's 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to zoom in. Okay, these are actually a lot more pigmented, especially this one and this one. Top one not so much, but that's probably my own fault. And I feel like the size does look better. So this is the cheap imitation for £1. Okay, granted, I got these ones closer together and probably in a better arrangement, because this one's difficult because you don't want to go in too close, but I feel like this is a better size. But then I suppose you could do the two together and it would look adorable. But we're not going to do that. We're going to keep real and fake separate. It's a challenge. Okay, so my final thoughts on the Star Jewel Stamper eyeliner set. Obviously the Tony Moly one I trust a bit more because it was easier to get off. The actual liner application was easier, however the stamping is a little bit weak in the sense that it's really hard to get even colour pigmentation. Depending on where you're buying from, you could be looking at a £14 price difference. This is £1. I'll link down below where I got it from. So Tony Moly for the liner, fake rip-off for the stamper, or just get both, and then you could have large and medium-sized stars. There's an idea. Now I just want to play with the stamps, because I need to try and make a thumbnail. Oh, I've done it wrong. I've put the real one on the fake side. Oh, you can stamp it into your hair a bit if you've got quite thin hair, or like lightly coloured hair. That could be fun if you're a blonde. Cute little way of doing, like, if you had the heart one, you could do like a cute little alternative to like leopard print. Okay, so now that I've kind of started to cover my face in these stamps, it's quite fun really, and I feel like once you start stamping, you can't stop. But I have noticed I am just stamping with the real Tony Moly stamps, not the fake ones, because I trust them more, and I feel like I'm less likely to die of a severe rash with Tony Moly. I would love it if someone said, Ted, what did you do today? And I just covered my face in eyeliner stamps. What did you do? Oh, I split the atom. Great, well done. Bet you didn't have as much fun. I need to calm down and stop stamping. I feel like a child. Okay, having created this unique and wonderful look that you will be seeing on the cover of Vogue anytime soon, I have to say, go with the Tony Moly Jewel Stampers. They're quite fun. Okay guys, so that is all I've got time for today. Hopefully you found this an educational journey into stamping, and we can all have stamps. Do check the description box. I will let you know if I have any allergies or concerns or issues with the cheaper brand that I did buy, or unbranded brand, or obviously the Tony Moly one as well. Fair's fair. And like I said, down below will be where I brought them from and the prices that I paid at the time in which I brought them. So like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.